Hey Jude, don't make it.
Who had a teenage daughter who attended Harper Valley Jude.
This is Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know.
Remember 1968? The Beatles were everywhere. The world was changing. And the radio? It was absolutely on fire. But here's the thing most people don't realize. While everyone remembers Hey Jude, there were 19 other massive hits that year that have somehow vanished from our collective memory. Songs that sold millions. Songs that dominated the airwaves. Let's take a trip back to 1968.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad.
We have to start with Hey Jude by the Beatles. This one you definitely know. Is the exception on our list. The song that never faded away. Paul McCartney wrote it to comfort John Lennon's son Julian during his parents' divorce. Hey Jude became the best-selling single of 1968. It stayed at #1 for 9 weeks. And unlike the other songs we're about to explore, this one never left us. It's still played at weddings, sports stadiums, and parties worldwide. But what about the rest? Let's find out what happened to them. Love is Blue by Paul Moria. Wait, you don't remember this one? Here's why that's shocking. This instrumental track was absolutely massive in 1968. It held the #1 spot for 5 weeks. Paul Moria was a French orchestra leader. His version of Love is Blue was smooth, romantic, and perfect for easy listening. Your grandparents probably had this record. The song originally came from the Eurovision Song Contest in 1967, where it actually came in 4th place. But Moria's version? It conquered America. The crazy part? It was an instrumental in an era dominated by rock and soul. No words, just pure melody. Today it's mostly forgotten except in vintage music circles. But in 1968 you couldn't escape it.
And honey, I miss you.
Honey by Bobby Goldsboro. This song is the definition of a time capsule. Bobby Goldsboro sang about a man remembering his deceased wife. The lyrics were sentimental, really, really sentimental.
I came home unexpectedly and caught her crying needlessly.
Some would say cheesy by today's standards. But in 1968, people loved it. They cried over it. They requested it constantly. The song stayed at #1 for 5 weeks.
And honey, I miss you.
It sold over 1 million copies. Bobby Goldsboro became a household name overnight. Here's the thing about Honey. It represents a style of storytelling in music that we don't really hear anymore.
2 years ago.
It's 3 minutes of pure emotional manipulation and it worked incredibly well. Modern listeners might cringe. But there's something authentic about its unfiltered sentimentality that's almost refreshing today.
In the middle of the day.
Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding. Now this is a genuine masterpiece that deserves to be remembered. Otis Redding recorded this song just 3 days before he died in a plane crash in December 1967. It was released posthumously and became his biggest hit ever. The song is different from everything else Redding had done. It's contemplative, peaceful, melancholy. Sitting on the Dock of the Bay hit #1 in 1968 and became the first posthumous single to top the charts. Unlike many songs on this list, this one still gets respect from music historians and soul fans. But compared to its massive popularity in 1968, it's definitely underplayed today. People Got to Be Free by the Rascals. 1968 was a year of social upheaval. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. Robert Kennedy was assassinated. The Vietnam War was raging. The Rascals responded with this anthem of hope and freedom. The song's message was simple. People of all races and backgrounds deserve freedom and respect. In 1968, that was a powerful and necessary statement. It spent 5 weeks at number 1 and became the Rascals' biggest hit. The song has that classic late 60s sound, horns, organ, driving rhythm. It's pure joy mixed with purpose. Today it occasionally shows up on oldies stations. But given its message and quality, it deserves more attention.
In the sunshine of your love.
Sunshine of Your Love by Cream. Here's where things get heavy. Eric Clapton, Jack Bruce, and Ginger Baker created one of rock's most recognizable riffs. That opening, you can probably hear it in your head right now. Cream was a supergroup, and Sunshine of Your Love was their signature song. It blended blues, rock, and psychedelia into something completely new. The song's power hasn't completely faded. Classic rock fans still know it. Guitar players still learn that riff. But compared to its dominance in 1968 when it was everywhere, it's become more of a deep cut. Most people under 40 have never heard it. That's a shame because this song influenced countless rock bands that came after.
This guy's in love with you.
This Guy's in Love with You by Herb Alpert. Plot twist. Herb Alpert was known for his trumpet playing, not his singing. But in 1968 he decided to try something different. He sang this romantic ballad on a television special, and the response was overwhelming.
Glad I got to know you.
The song went to number 1 and stayed there for 4 weeks. Alpert's voice is gentle, almost conversational. The arrangement is lush and sophisticated. It's the sound of adult contemporary before that genre even had a name.
How can I show you?
Burt Bacharach and Hal David wrote it, 2 legends responsible for countless hits. Today, This Guy's in Love with You is mostly forgotten except by easy listening enthusiasts. But in 1968, it was inescapable. The Good, the Bad and the Ugly by Hugo Montenegro. Yes, the theme from the Clint Eastwood spaghetti western. Hugo Montenegro took Ennio Morricone's film score and created a pop version that became a massive hit. That whistling, those gunshot sound effects, the dramatic strings. It's pure cinematic excitement compressed into a single. The song reached number 2 on the charts and introduced millions of Americans to the sound of Italian westerns. Today, movie theme songs rarely become pop hits. But in 1968, this proved that great film music could cross over. If you've seen The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, you know this music. If you haven't, you're missing one of cinema's greatest scores.
Mrs. Robinson, Jesus loves you more than you will know.
Mrs. Robinson by Simon and Garfunkel. Finally, one that people still remember. Paul Simon wrote this for The Graduate, one of 1968's biggest films.
Put it in your pantry with your cupcakes.
The song captured something about American disillusionment and cultural confusion. Where Have You Gone, Joe DiMaggio? Became one of the most quoted lyrics of the era. The song won Record of the Year at the Grammys.
Stroll around the grounds until you feel at home, and here's to you.
It's still regularly played on classic rock and adult contemporary stations. But even Mrs. Robinson isn't as culturally dominant as it was in 1968.
In your pantry with your cupcake.
Back then everyone knew it. Everyone sang it. It defined a moment. Today it's a classic. But for younger generations, it's just another old song they might recognize.
Now this is the music that we tighten up with. First, tighten up on the drum.
Tighten Up by Archie Bell and the Drells. Let's talk about this groove. Archie Bell and the Drells created one of the funkiest dance songs of 1968. Tighten Up was all about the rhythm, the movement, the feel.
Left to your right. Well, what's up, baby? Don't you get too...
The song topped the charts for 2 weeks and became a dance floor staple. Today, funk collectors and soul fans know it well. But mainstream? It's mostly forgotten, which is criminal considering how good it is.
Now let that bass fall in now. Come on, babe. Oh, yeah.
Teenage daughter who attended Harper Valley Junior High.
Harper Valley PTA by Jeannie C. Riley. This song is storytelling at its finest. Jeannie C. Riley sang about a mother who stands up to the hypocritical PTA members criticizing her lifestyle.
She said, I'd like to address this meeting of
The lyrics name names and call out specific behaviors. It was scandalous. It was empowering. It was country music taking aim at small-town hypocrisy.
and we don't believe you ought to.
The song spent 2 weeks at #1 and became the biggest crossover country hit of the year. Jeannie C. Riley recorded it in one take. The rawness and attitude in her voice made it authentic. Today, it's remembered by country music historians. But it should be remembered by everyone who loves songs with attitude and a message.
That very afternoon. And they
I didn't make little green apples. It don't rain and in the night.
Little Green Apples by O.C. Smith. Bobby Russell wrote this beautiful song about appreciating life's simple pleasures and the person you love. C. Smith's version is smooth, soulful, and warm. His voice wraps around the lyrics like a comfortable blanket. The song reached #2 and became one of 1968's most beloved ballads. Roger Miller also had a hit with this song, and it won Song of the Year at the Grammys. But today, most people have never heard of O.C. Smith or this recording. It's a gorgeous song lost to time. Moni Moni by Tommy James and the Shondells. Here's one that still gets play, but not the original version. Tommy James and the Shondells created this driving rock song with a simple, catchy hook. Moni Moni reached #3 in 1968. The title came from a neon sign for Mutual of New York that Tommy James saw from his window. Moni. He just repeated it until it became a song. In the 1980s, Billy Idol covered it and actually had a bigger hit. His version is what most people know today. The original Tommy James version? It's funkier, rawer, and honestly better. But it's been overshadowed by the cover. Hello, I Love You by The Doors. The Doors were never conventional, but Hello, I Love You was their most straightforward hit. Jim Morrison's lyrics were simple and direct. About seeing an attractive woman and being immediately smitten. The music was stripped down rock and roll. Some critics accused The Doors of ripping off the Kinks' All Day and All of the Night. The songs do sound similar. But Hello, I Love You became The Doors' second #1 hit. Today The Doors are still legendary. But this particular song? It's overshadowed by Light My Fire, Riders on the Storm, and Break On Through. If you're a casual Doors fan, you might not even know this one.
Oh, girl, get out of my mind.
Young Girl by Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. Okay, this one has aged problematically. The song is about a man attracted to someone he discovers is underage.
To change my mind, 'cause I'm afraid.
He tells her to leave before things go too far. In 1968, it was seen as responsible. He's doing the right thing by sending her away. In 2026, the whole premise makes people uncomfortable.
Better run, girl. You're much too.
The song reached number 2 and showcased Gary Puckett's powerful voice. Musically, it's actually quite good. But cultural contexts change. This is a perfect example of a song that was acceptable then but raises eyebrows now.
Much too young, girl. Good love you gave me, I cry like a baby.
Cry Like a Baby by the Box Tops. The Box Tops had a knack for blue-eyed soul, and Cry Like a Baby is a perfect example. The song features horns, a driving beat, and lead singer Alex Chilton's incredible voice. The guy was only 17 when he recorded this. The lyrics are about heartbreak and emotional vulnerability, a man admitting he cries over lost love. It reached number 2 and became one of the Box Tops' signature songs. Alex Chilton later formed Big Star, one of the most influential power pop bands ever. But Cry Like a Baby? It's mostly forgotten outside of soul and oldie circles. Stone Soul Picnic by The Fifth Dimension. Laura Nyro wrote this psychedelic soul masterpiece, and The Fifth Dimension turned it into sunshine. The song is trippy, joyful, and absolutely of its time. Lyrics about Surrey rides and trains of blossoms don't make literal sense, but they create a feeling. The Fifth Dimension's harmonies are perfection. Their arrangement is complex and beautiful. Stone Soul Picnic reached number 3 and became a radio staple. Today, The Fifth Dimension is remembered for Aquarius / Let the Sun Shine In and Up, Up and Away. But this song? It deserves equal recognition. Grazing in the Grass by Hugh Masekela. Another instrumental. This time from South African jazz musician Hugh Masekela. The song is pure joy, a trumpet-led celebration that topped the charts for 2 weeks. Masekela's trumpet playing is bright, cheerful, and absolutely infectious. The rhythm section grooves hard. The whole thing makes you smile. In 1968, instrumental hits were still possible. Grazing in the Grass proved that music didn't need words to communicate emotion. Today it's occasionally used in films and commercials for that vintage 60s vibe. But most people couldn't name it or the artist. Midnight Confessions by the Grassroots. The Grassroots specialized in perfect pop rock, and Midnight Confessions is one of their best. The song is about secrets, desires, and things you'd only admit in the darkness. The organ creates an almost church-like atmosphere. It reached number 5 and became one of 1968's most memorable tracks. The Grassroots had numerous hits, but they've largely faded from public consciousness. Midnight Confessions occasionally shows up on oldies stations, but it deserves wider recognition. The song's theme, secret longings and hidden truths, is timeless. The execution is flawless. Dance to the Music by Sly and the Family Stone. We end with a revolution. Sly and the Family Stone were unlike anything else in 1968. Racially integrated. Men and women. Rock, soul, funk, and psychedelia blended seamlessly. Dance to the Music was their breakthrough hit. It's chaotic, joyful, and absolutely alive. Each band member gets introduced. Everyone gets a moment to shine. The whole thing feels like a party you wish you were invited to. The song reached number 8, but its influence was far greater than its chart position suggests. Sly Stone changed music. He influenced funk, disco, hip-hop, and everything that came after. Dance to the Music still gets respect from music historians. But compared to how revolutionary it was in 1968, it's underappreciated. There you have it, 20 hit songs from 1968 that somehow slipped through the cracks of cultural memory. Some of these songs are genuinely great. Others are fascinating time capsules. A few have aged poorly, but all of them were massive in their moment. 1968 was an incredible year for music. The Beatles, sure. But also Paul Moria, Otis Redding, The Doors, Sly Stone, and so many others. These songs dominated the airwaves. They sold millions of copies. They defined a year of tremendous change and creativity. And then, for the most part, they vanished. So here's my challenge to you. Pick 3 songs from this list you've never heard. Go listen to them. Let yourself be transported back to 1968. You might discover your new favorite old song. If you enjoyed this trip back in time, hit that like button. Subscribe for more forgotten music history. Drop a comment telling me which of these songs you actually remember, or which one surprised you the most. And if you want to dive deeper into music history, check out our other videos exploring forgotten hits from every decade. Thanks for watching. Keep discovering. Keep listening. And remember, just because something's forgotten doesn't mean it wasn't incredible.